I didn't see you there. I'm just kidding. So today I'm going to take you guys along while I do my toes. It has been a month, so I'm using the Mercart. I don't know how you say it. I'll leave it down below, but pretty much it is a wrap, a nail wrap, nail remover wrap, and it's kind of basically like foil. And then in the middle it has like a cotton. They made it like a cotton pad type of thing. And then all you do is you put your nail polish remover and you put it on the said toe. Now most of my toes came off. I just kind of picked that in and came off. Probably shouldn't do that. Don't follow me. But some of them that didn't come off, that's why I use these. Now, normally you would have to leave them on for like 15 to 20 minutes for you to really get the results. But right after, most of it came off, and then all I had to do was kind of just take a nail file and buff off the rest of the polish, and it came off. So that's how I normally take off gel polish. In the past, I've used it for dip powder. I believe that's how you say it. Yes, dip powder nail polish, and it actually does work. The only thing is you got to stay still because you can't be walking around with these. At least I have not found a way to walk around with it, or it's just going to come right off. So normally I have to stay in one spot. So I'm just going ahead and do that. That's like me prepping my toes. Now I'm getting all my nail things together. So as you see, I have my bucket there. These are the things that I got for Influencer. The only thing I did not use was a nail, the hand mask, which I'll use another time. Don't mind me. I'm gonna have a snack first because I'm hungry. So. And I was trying to watch a show, but I couldn't. I ended up watching Disney Plus, honestly, because I needed to watch something, English-based show. I was going to watch my other show, but it wasn't going to work out because I need to understand what they're saying. Alright, so what you've been waiting for now. I chopped up a lot of footage, but I actually added Listerine in my water. I've been doing this for a while now. That's my new thing. So I added Listerine and baking soda. That's what I put in my water, and I just let my feet soak for a good, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes. And yeah, like I said, I chopped off a lot of stuff. There were so many other things that I did, that like file my nails, clean my nails, use my cuticle remover thing and all that stuff, but you guys don't have time to sit here for 40 minutes. Yes, you heard right. This was a whole 40-minute video that I'm chopping up to like 15, 16 minutes. So, okay, so I'm actually opening up this product that I got. It's from Amazon. Oops, I almost messed up the cord. And pretty much it's an electric callus remover. And I actually got this as a gift, and it will make sense though when you watch the video. It didn't come out yet, so see, I use all my gifts. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna use it. But I had asked for this in a gift exchange, so pretty much how it works is you get a USB cord. I think I'm gonna talk about it again, but just in case I don't remember. And then I'm just gonna go ahead. I just let my feet soak, and then I dried it off. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and use the remover. It comes with 3 different heads, but I think they're all the same. There's no difference, at least in my opinion. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, and when I tell you my feet after using this, first of all, it got all the calluses off. That's number 1. Number 2, my feet felt so soft. I cannot even compare this to I call it a grater. That's what it reminds me, the grater that I normally would use, or when you go to the nail salon, which I haven't been in the nail salon since the pandemic started. This, hands down, I recommend. If you really want your feet to be smooth and soft and it gets everything, this, yes. Now I'm going in with the Sally Hansen Aroma Oil, coconut oil that I got. Sorry, I thought I showed you guys and I didn't. But this is just me rubbing it in. I like how it feels. So this one they said to use daily. Now this is the Rehab Exfoliator thing. I wasn't too certain on how to use this in terms of, am I supposed to use it after. I think I should have used this first because it says to use on your your bare nails and then kind of just rub it in your cuticles. So I probably should use this first and then use the oil. But the oil you can definitely use. It says you can use it actually daily. With the oil, I did notice my feet look shiny. This, I just put it on because, you know, I want to use the product. I can't fully say like, oh, I saw some benefits. I was just using it. It's supposed to keep your cuticles. I think they said like keep them looking. So I guess it did that. And the only part I didn't show you guys, as you guys can see on the floor, I have my gel light. And I just used one of my artist collection colors that I mentioned before, who didn't see that video, to polish my toenails. And I used... This is the Sally Hansen Pure Oil that I got. And I got that from my influencer box. As you guys can see, I just applied it and then just rubbed it in. That's what I did on my toes. But I guess you can also use it on your nails. And then this is the Sally Hansen, the charcoal resurfacer. So from my understanding, from when I read the directions, which I think I mentioned earlier, you're supposed to use this, like, let's say you don't put, your toes are like just bare, you're just putting this around your cuticles. But as you guys can see, so after I like clean my toes and all that stuff, I didn't want to make it long for you guys, so I trimmed so much. But I went in with this, and then I went in with this. Now I will say this has an interesting brush to it, so to show you guys a close up. So it has this, like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the brush is like rubber, like it has a rubber. You guys probably can't see it. Maybe you can see it now. It has like these rubber heads. So yeah, and then you just squeeze it for the product to come out. Don't mind my ashy lips, but what I was trying to explain earlier is that, and if I'm talking funny, I'm actually using my whitening strips, my Zimbra whitening strips. Yes, I still use them. After I did my video last time, I wasn't as consistent. I had stopped for a while, but I'm back on it. I have so many oils, so bear with me because I'm trying to find the oil that I recently just got another oil, so I think I'm done with oils for the rest of 2021, honestly. No more oils for me. Here it is. So like I mentioned before, I've been using this oil brand on my sister as well. Her edges are still coming in, so talking about that. So every time, normally when I do oil on my hair, I kind of just mirror it to do it for her. That way it reminds me to do, make sure that she does it as well. Because if I don't remind myself for her to do it, like, we would forget. So I kind of just go on my schedule and then have her oil hers. But anyway, nonetheless, so the one she's using, that I've been using for her edges, because like I said, I've been doing her hair like bi-weekly, I would say. It's from the same brand, the Beauty of Rashida, the Scalp Energizing Oil. So we're actually almost done with this. We're not there, but we're almost done. So this is what it looks like. And actually, you can use this protective styling. So what I've been doing is what I do with my hair. And honestly, I feel like it's been beneficial to not only my sister's hair, but not only my hair, but my sister's hair as well, because her hair has been growing a lot just from me. What I started doing, because I used to do buns and stuff like that, but I'm like, that's not good for her edges. So I started doing just twist outs like me, and just oiling her scalp, doing all that. And her hair has been starting to grow a lot as well. Now for the oil that I'm using from the same brand, it's the Ombre oil. So I did a video on this a week or two, well, when this drops, I think it would be a week and a half or two. Anyway, it's the Ombre hair growth oil, also by Beauty of Rashida, as you guys can see. Now I've used, I feel like, a good chunk, but it's not the full bottle, but it was filled up to the top, so I've used a good amount. I'm about to, like I said, I'm going to use it again. It says get longer, fuller hair with fast absorbing oil, and once again, like I said, you use it 3 times a week. Now the other product that I mentioned prior, I just did a shorts video on it, so some people probably didn't even see. I didn't do a full, like, long video on it. The product is actually in my shower, but I'll link it up.
pretty much it's, somebody did ask me to come back and talk about it, and I kind of forgot. It's the, but I'll put it up so you can check it out. It's the black melanin hair rinse. So that one, I've been using now for, it's definitely been 4 weeks, because I know I started using it in February, like the first week in February, and we are past March, so it's actually probably been more than a week. I mean, not a week, more than a month, because I know I started using it in the first week of February, and it's currently March 26th today, so it's been a month. So with that being said, I've been using it for a while, so I could think that contributed a lot to the growth that I've been having so far. And then I've been using this now. I didn't start using this though until like 2 weeks after, because at first I was like, let me wait to see how the first product does, and then but then I just decided, you know what, let me just use both, and you know, and see how it's going. But my hair has grown. I know I said I was gonna wait a month or 2, so I'm gonna lean towards it being the hair melanin rinse that I'm using from the line first, because I've been using that for like a good, I would say, 6 weeks now. And that product also is to help with fuller hair, for hair growth, but also for what was that thing, shedding. Like I told you guys before, I never was really dealing with too much shedding, but the past, I would say 2 or 3 years, or maybe more. In the beginning of my natural hair journey, I definitely had shedding, but it wasn't how it is now. Literally, like, even before trying this product, my shedding normally is like less, I can't even describe it. I've done a video, I think I did a video, I don't remember, but it's like literally like a little bit of hair. It's not a lot, and sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like I mean, yes, with natural hair sheds, but I'm always like thinking like, oh, my hair is shedding, I'm about to have all this hair, especially like if I'm in my hair all week. That's why one of the reasons why what I started doing, especially I kind of had to get back to where I did last year when the pandemic hit, where I was just doing twist outs over and over. That's how my hair really progressed, because I was just in twist outs all week. I wouldn't take out my twist outs, and if I did take out my twist outs, it would be like Friday or Thursday at the end of the week, but I would have in my twist for like a good 4 to 5 days. So, you know, that's really been helping. So that's all I can say. Like, I think really leaving my hair alone. But even in the span of time that I wasn't with my twists, because 2 weeks ago, prior to that, I was all up in my hair doing different styles, and my hair still grew. So I don't know, I think it was just me being consistent with the use. Now I will say with the rinse, you know, like, it's like kind of like deep conditioning, because it's 30 minutes, so I use it every wash day. So it's not something that I use every 3 weeks, but it's black rice water, so that's the difference. So I've tried the white rice, a DIY, my personal DIY, like, you know how everybody was doing DIY. That didn't really seem to work too much. This black rice water works, but then again, there's other properties in it. Honestly, I'm not a DIY person. If I could find somebody who makes a good product, then by all means. And it's black owned, like I always say. I am a brand ambassador. I'm not just promoting it because I'm a brand ambassador, but I'm actually a brand ambassador that's actually seeing results. And I feel like that's important as a brand ambassador. You have to get behind a brand and a product that you know you authentically like. You can't just be like, oh, here's a brand, just because a brand, like, you have to authentically like the products. And I genuinely like the products because I genuinely see not the products only helping my hair flourish, but helping my sister's hair flourish. And if a brand can do that, I think that's really, like, that speaks volumes, honestly. I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like I'm talking weird, but I just had a lot to say, and all of a sudden, like, earlier I didn't have nothing to say, and then all these stuff came in my head. But I think I'm ending this thing here. I started just chopping up stuff to see how much, and it was already 40 minutes, so after this is going to probably be another 20 minutes, so hopefully this might be a 20-something video, and I apologize if it is that long. But anyway, if you stuck to the end, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe. I'm getting back into the vlogging habit. I know some people say they like my vlogs. Sometimes I just feel like I'm boring, and so I don't do it often. Unless I have a lot to talk about or whatever. Because all I do is stay in my house. I don't go anywhere. Unless I travel. Which is not often.